Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about the 94-95 Mustang export differences between the US market and export, which is Europe, Asia, Australia markets. And we're going to talk about some differences that you could distinguish an export model versus a American market. And we're going to start off first with the export mirrors. The export mirrors are two-piece mirrors, usually noted by the color matched outer piece and the black inner piece on the SN95, 94-95 cars. The reason Ford put two-piece folding mirrors or export mirrors is the export markets required mirrors that needed to be folding in case of accidents, or if you hit a pedestrian, so that the mirror would fold and not like cause injury to the pedestrian or whatever object you hit. And these are really hard to find now. They're very rare, and these I see go up upwards of $400. And they do look nice on cars, color matched, as you can see, either the outer or both, inner and outer. They look good on these cars. Next is the fender flares. As you could see, where is this picture? 94-95 cars, even 96 through 98 cars had fender flares, and these are they're not too big of a fender flare, but they're noticeable on the front and the rear, and they terminate right here at the bumper line of the rear and start right there at the rocker panel, and then same for the front rocker panel, and it's at the top of the bumper line. And these were, there's no exact reason why they're there from what I know in my research, but those are noticeable on the export markets because the US markets didn't have them. The next one will be the front fenders. And the front fenders, if I could get you a picture, the front fender pictures have the turn signal amber light right there, right under the GT symbol. US markets do not have them, and I'm guessing it's the requirement in the export markets that you have to have a amber turn signal indicator near the middle of the car for like turning, so they could see that you're turning besides the corner markers. And what we're gonna go to next is the door side molding. If I could get the video or the picture, is this molding right here on the doors. They were on some export markets, not all of them. Some US cars did get this piece. I do not know if it was a dealer option that you could get it. What I am guessing is for the cars, like when you open a door in the parking lot, so that the cars do not hit the paint, and instead of hitting the body lines, they would hit this instead. I've seen this on other Ford SUVs in the 90s and 2000s era. That's another export market piece. And another item easy to note is the rear mud flap. How would you say it? It's like a continued bumper insert, you would say. It's sort of like a mud flap, but I'm not sure if you would call it a mud flap. But yeah, that's another distinguishing part on 94-95 Mustangs. Lastly is these mirrors called the export mirrors or ambers. These are 94-95. As you could see, this part is noted, that's why they're called ambers respectively. This is a turn signal indicator, and export markets required the turn signal to be different than the brake light, so that I guess their laws over there are different, where you have to have a yellow light indicating that you're turning, versus the normal red vehicles here in America are all red. And as you can see, these are 96 to 98 cars. Two little yellow spots right there. 94 to 95 have theirs right there in the bottom corner. And then lastly but not least, at least I know, is on the Australian models. The cars on their dashboard had a catalytic converter symbol on the dash, and that was to tell you that there was an issue with the, how could I say, towards this end of the instrument cluster 9495 cars on the export markets. Ford installed a cat monitoring system with a unique symbol, the dash. It says heat, and it's a little box symbol. It's a little box symbol. Sorry for the messy thing. And it has like little squiggly lines on top, and it says heat. The middle with squiggly lines, like as in like an oven heat, where like the heat transfers upwards. And this is saying that there's a malfunction in the catalytic converter system, meaning that the cats are clogged or they're inoperative. And think of it like as a secondary oxygen sensor behind the cats, and it just lets the operator know that there was a malfunction in the cats, I guess, for their emissions over there overseas. And another thing beside that is, at least I know on Japan markets, the sun visors were different, where the letters say that actual children should not be riding in the front passenger seats. That should be in Japanese writing, I believe, or Asian writing. And then also the air filter box says Japan on it. It's a yellow sticker, and it says Japan on top over the airbox cover. And these are some differences that you could tell for a 9495 car that will make it distinguishable as an export market car. I know that there is a way to verify it through the VIN, and other than that, these are the some pieces that distinguish the Ford cars. And to get these parts is very rare now. Just for example, the mirrors go upwards of 400, 500 even. The taillights I know are going over 500. The moldings, I've seen them go over 500 as well. No, I meant the fender flares. The moldings are rare, but I haven't seen them for sale. As well as those rear fender flares, I've never seen them on sale. The rear mud flaps, as you can see right here. The fender flares I do know are for sure. As the front fenders, very rare with the ones that have the little amber right under the GT symbol. Visors, they might be selling overseas, like Japan exporters of parts from there. As for the cat monitoring system, that's, I believe it was an only Australia thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. These are some issues that how would I say? They're not issues, but no car has all of these. So no one car is gonna have all of these. It's gonna have a mixture, either how it was ordered or depending on what market it was sent to what country. And I hope this helps you out, guys, for the 9495 cars, on ways to know or make your car known as an export car. Not imitate, but grab some pieces just to make it different, appear different, unique at the car shows and whatnot. And I hope you guys liked it and got you guys some info. Thank you very much for watching.